Hey, Mark here, and I wanted to talk to you about areas not to invest in, or if you do, to be very careful. These would be areas that people are migrating out of. There are a lot of states in the country right now where people are moving out of, and then states where people are moving into. This is called a migration, and it's really important from a macro level when you're choosing locations to invest in. It's more than just neighborhoods. It's more than just demand of rentals and of wholesale flips, hotel flips. We need to zoom out a little bit and see where the migration is going. So states like California and New York, where they are highly regulated, lots of red tape for not just taxes for individuals, but also businesses. States that were not supportive of large business during the pandemic, so that now businesses find themselves in a position where they can move out of those states, and then of course the jobs go with them. You want to be targeting states that don't have as much red tape, not as much taxation, and then zero in using your house alert software so you can find really good neighborhoods. But by protecting yourself from the migration, you can do yourself a big service. Now, let me give you a little insight here. Back in the 1990s, when I was a real estate broker in the San Francisco Bay Area, we noticed Phoenix and some of the other areas in the country were going through some major financial disruptions, to say the least, because of the savings and loan crisis that was taking place then. We're not talking the dot-com bubble savings and loan crisis. We're talking about 12 years prior, the end of the 1980s, early 1990s, there was the same type of bad loan scenario going on. So in the San Francisco Bay Area, that was a bubble. We weren't really affected as much, but when we went outside of that bubble to Phoenix, it was absolutely devastating from the standpoint of real estate. In 1990, we flew to Phoenix because, again, we did not have the internet to just be able to do virtual investing or have Zillow or Google Earth to zero in on things. We had to actually go there. And what we found was profound. And that's why I wanted to share this with you right now, to give you an idea of what it looks like when there is this type of migration, when there is market correction. We would drive the streets and we were blown away by all of the government-owned home signs that were lining streets. These would be HUD foreclosures. Government takes back these properties and they just couldn't sell them. People didn't want to rent these houses. People didn't want to buy these houses. We would see real estate agents on the corners with folding tables, and there would be a sign that said government-owned home list here. So that was a way that they were marketing. And coming from the San Francisco Bay Area, we didn't see anything like that at the absolute same time. So that was an experience that is ingrained in my mind, and I want to share that with you as well. When we first take a macro look view of where the locations are that we might want to be investing in, let's see where the migration is. Where is the demand? Where are people going because the jobs are going there? They need places to live. They need places to rent. They need places to buy. That means if you're wholesaling, the potential to find wholesale buyers is more in areas that there's demand, and the wholesale flip, if you are going to be selling it to a retail buyer, somebody that's going to move into the house and they're looking for a discount, well, those are two areas where you already have an exit strategy built in because the demand is there. Instead of going to places where nobody wants to rent, nobody wants to buy. I don't want that to happen to you. Definitely check out some of the detailed layering that's going on inside of your housing alert software. So that way, once you have pinpointed where the migration is flowing, where people are going and moving into, then you can start to choose what type of distressed seller to go after. And then, of course, you want to stack the layers of motivation to put the odds in your favor so you can find those deals, find those motivated home sellers, knowing you've got an exit strategy in place because you are focusing in on areas with demand. I hope this helps. Until next time, I'm Mark, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon.